Give your candle of light and love burning. I have prepared a song for you. Which I request in Makerere University Music, Dance and Drama Group to help me sing for you. There's a candle in every soul. Some brightly burning, some dark and cold. The spirit brings a fire, brings a candle.
Uganda in this building, for us as we know. Honorable Justine delegate, our very dear friend, who of course is the lead and coordinator of SDGs here in Uganda, and he's the Minister of General Duties in the Office of the Prime Minister, the Honorable Justine Lumumba. Can we give her a round of applause?
But permit me to start again and to build on some of the existing protocols that she had. To first recognize Right Honorable Kasule Lumumba, Minister for SDGs and duties, special duties, who is also representing our Right Honorable Prime Minister. Let me also recognize Honorable Norbert Mao, Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs, who is also here with us. Honorable Sarah Nyabashitsi Mateke, State Minister for Youth Affairs, Ministry of Gender, who is also here with us. I can see a couple of members of Parliament. I see Honorable Shaksi and others there, so please let's also welcome the parliamentarians in the house today. Ambassadors, Excellencies, members of the diplomatic corps, there are many of you, and I will not read everything, but let me recognize the ambassadors of EU, Sweden, Norway, who are here with us. At the outset, let me also take the opportunity to wish us all happy, prosperous, and peaceful New Year 2024. I know it's a bit belated, but let's also greet each other. Today we are gathered here to celebrate our journey of Uganda's transformation, and most importantly, reflect on and inspire new possibilities for the future of development. In my several years of experience in development work, I have come to appreciate the true value of partnerships in delivering results. UNDP has been associated with Uganda's development journey from way back in the early 70s, and indeed the 60s. And if you go further back to the engagements of the United Nations as a system here in Uganda. Permit me to briefly share some of the United Nations and the United Nations Development Program history in Uganda. Uganda was admitted to the United Nations membership on 25th October 1962, same year that the country attained independence.
Good evening all, and I'll not try to go over all the protocols. I appreciate that the Right Honourable Prime Minister has sent a deputy to her Minister for General Duties and also the Minister of Justice and other dignitaries to this occasion. The problem with Elsie is she always surprises you, and suddenly I was very happy that she was here, and suddenly I think Sheila has adopted that, and I got a small message saying you'll make a 3-minute speech. So I have to figure out Aboli with your new name. It's a pleasure, and it's an honor to represent the UN system and being a good friend to you to say a few words. I think what you see in Elsie is the passion which Africa requests from each and every one of us. The borders are artificial. We have the duty to do our best.
On behalf of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, I want to thank you for the work that you've done in Uganda with your team and the collaboration that we've had. From where I sit, I didn't want our relationship to end, but here we are. We wish you all the best in Nigeria, and we hope to see you soon.
Chief guest, representing the Right Honourable Prime Minister of Uganda. She is also the Right Honourable in her own right, the Right Honourable Justine Kasule Lumumba, Minister for General Duties in the Office of the Prime Minister. Let me cut it short and stand on the established protocol and say, dear friends, I have not come to make an address. Maybe the only thing for me to do is what we would describe as a picture frame. And it really doesn't matter whether you have a PhD, whether you have ever stepped in a university, whether you can speak at all. Mother Teresa was a horrible speaker. Actually, I never quite got what she was saying. We will draft the appropriate instruments that nobody can actually leave Uganda. So in Swahili they say, kwaheri ya kuonana. So with those words, it's now my honor to invite the Right Honorable Justine Kasule Lumumba to address us. Farewell.
Thank you so much, Honorable Robert Mao, the Minister for Justice and Constitutional Affairs, Ministers present, Ms. Honorable University Sarah Mateche, the Minister of State for Youth and Children Affairs, Members of Parliament, Permanent Secretaries, and all government officials, the UN Resident Coordinator in Uganda, represented by a friend, Excellencies, Ambassadors and members of diplomatic corps, business leaders and representatives of the private sector, representatives of the civil society, the academia, traditional leaders and cultural institutions, interreligious council, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm honored to stand here this evening to express our heartfelt gratitude and bid farewell to Ms. Elsie Attafuah, who is now awarded the outgoing resident representative of the United Nations Development Program in Uganda. I bring apologies from Right Honorable Robin Anabanja, who has not been able to make it here because she had other engagements. But before I read her message to you as a team, I begin with myself, then bring in the big drum. As somebody who has also been working with her since I joined Parliament and government as a Minister for General Duties in the Office of the Prime Minister, most especially being the focal point minister in charge of the Sustainable Development Goals. A lot has been said about her, but I want to bring out this political side, what has not been said. When we were appointed in 2021, quite a number of people made comments wherever they were. But Elsie as a person, and most importantly as a woman, she got concerned about certain comments and she took it upon herself. I think being a minister in charge of, as a focal minister in charge of SDGs, she approached me and said, can we have a discussion with Sanso? And she would always organize discussions with different people in government to have discussions of how to go around whatever is brought out as a weak point about an individual. This touched me. And I always told her that I wish we had many. We had only 5 of you in this country. Would differ and would be better. And some of the people she talked to, I've really seen them improving performance. And even where she would bring out somebody's, what she has been told about or read about, you will see somebody managing herself. That is a big contribution to the movement of women. I'm here to acknowledge and say thank you. When it came to trade, she has told you how she carried the young people to Ghana. But her concern was, we have a lot of milk here. But our brothers and sisters, who we sit with on the same table under the African Union, they are importing milk from somewhere else, from outside Africa. They are importing this from somewhere else. And she said, let's not even bother looking at you, the matures. Let's carry the young people for sustainability, so that when we succeed, there is sustainability. I want to say thank you. So the young who are carried together, please, the issue was, you are not the best. We would have been there to beat ourselves because we were there, but she preferred to go with the young people so that there is sustainability. Please, one way of making her smile wherever she's going, make sure you do better and even recruit more so that we keep improving on our relationship in terms of trade, meaning relationship on this continent. Dr. Ezra Suruma, in your words, strong. I loved so much the element of a candle. And when you brought out the candle that is burning, because where it's so cold, the candle will bring warmth. She has brought warmth in this country. And even when you chose the color of the candle, the color you chose, I've really smiled. For reason being that the color is yellow, one will smile for different reasons, but the reason is, it symbolizes sunshine on our Uganda flag. And we have sunshine in this country, but we've not treasured it so much. So when you brought that candle, I said, oh, this lady who brought sunshine in the lives of many people, those who are here, you are representing those you work with and those she has worked with. But you have showed us that there is sunshine, there is warmth in her. So when she's talking of warmth in the bag, we have already demonstrated that there is also warmth in you and in Uganda. That's why you have the yellow candle, to bring the warmth. Honorable Nokatimau says she cares so much. It is true. When she would hit somebody has an issue, especially those in the government, those she was working with, those in the non-state actors, she would always reach out to them. If sometimes you would even forget that it's your birthday, only to see a card and flowers being brought to your office, then you remember, oh, it is my birthday. That is the extent to which this lady can care for people she works with. When we started the parish development model, we were all up there as politicians to say, yes, this time we are going for the most vulnerable, the 38.9 or the 39%. We're going for them. Others were saying, within government, let's wait and go after a year, after we've done ABC. But many of us were saying, let's go, work, make mistakes, keep improving, because we are working with the most vulnerable person. She said, okay, you can do your work as politicians, but for me, let me go and work with Makerere University, so that we study your steps. Where you make mistakes, we are ready to advise you as a university, as technical teams, to say you need to improve this guideline you made, you need to improve this way. And she even brought Makerere University so close to the office of the Prime Minister. We are supposed to be working together so closely, but we were not working so closely on issues to do with policy. But this lady has narrowed the gap between the office of the Prime Minister in terms of implementation of the policies, but also in terms of informing and forming policy by doing evaluation, monitoring and evaluation on the side and creating a platform for us to share. I want to say thank you. Now I bring you the message from the Right Honorable Robin Adapanja.
Today we gather not only to celebrate the conclusion of her assignment in Uganda, but also to acknowledge the remarkable contribution of the UNDP to the development journey of our beloved nation, Uganda. At the outset, we in the government of Uganda recognize that the UNDP is the leading United Nations organization fighting to end the inequalities caused by poverty, inequality and climate change by working closely with government and other stakeholders across the world. In Uganda, UNDP has over the last 51 years been supporting government to achieve sustainable development, create opportunities for empowerment, protect the environment, minimize natural and man-made disasters, build strategic partnership, and improve the quality of life for all citizens. Over the years, UNDP Uganda country programs have been consistently aligned with our national efforts to realize Uganda's long-term vision 2040 and the national development plans. Through tailored interventions, partnerships and capacity building, UNDP has been supporting Uganda in harnessing opportunities, addressing challenges, and steering towards sustainable and inclusive development. UNDP also provided technical expertise, resources, and knowledge-sharing platforms to boost initiatives that promote human development, good governance, gender equality, education, healthcare, and access to basic services, overall contributing towards improving livelihoods and enhanced resilience among communities. As the resident representative of the lead development agents within the UN system, my sister Elsie has been working with various ministries, departments, and agencies at both the national and local government levels in the last 4 years and a half. By working with other stakeholders such as bilateral donors, foundations, UN agencies, funds and programs, international financial institutions, intergovernmental organizations, the private sector, non-government organizations, cultural institutions, and academia, she has also supported the formulation and implementation of the national development plans, strategies, and policies. In this sense, on behalf of the government, I would like to express our appreciation to Elsie of the UNDP's unwavering support to Uganda in various areas such as poverty reduction, youth empowerment, tourism promotion, climate change, digitalization, gender equality, good governance, and closing the financial gap. UNDP's support has been instrumental in the implementation of the third National Development Plan and Sustainable Development Goals. Let me highlight a few areas where UNDP has supported. 1. UNDP supported the Office of the Prime Minister in the development and implementation of our SDG roadmap, provided crucial assistance to the SDG Secretariat in many ways, including undertaking the voluntary national reviews of the SDGs, organizing annual SDG conferences, SDG localization, among others. UNDP has supported my office in building strategic partnership for development by providing technical and financial support for the revitalization of the National Partnership Forum. Similarly, UNDP supported the Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development and the National Planning Authority in the formulation and execution of our National Development Plan 3 through supporting program-based planning and budgeting, development of the program implementation action plans, enhanced alignment between 176 local government development plans, that was in 2020 to 2025, and UNDP 3 and the midterm review of the National Development Plan 3. Also, UNDP has supported various other ministries in the development of national strategies and policies, such as the National Industrialization Policy for 2020, Public Investment Financing Strategy, Nationally Determined Contribution Action Plan, National Disaster Risk Management Plan, National Digital Transformation Roadmap, National Implementation Strategy for the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement, and National Tourism Master Plan, etc. UNDP has also supported the revitalization of the Uganda tourism sector with the introduction of innovative products, the launch of the Elgon Half Marathon, which Joshua Cheptegei and Mount Rwenzori Marathon, a Kyoto Pango, an award-winning documentary, Rwenzori, the source of life, and visibility study for ecotourism of Mount Elgon, among others. UNDP also supported national efforts to strengthen structures and systems to enhance national resilience to multi-hazard-induced disaster risks, focusing on building the capacity of Uganda's National Emergency Operation and Coordination Center to effectively respond to and manage multiple disasters, including epidemics and pandemics. This has involved building early warning systems and disaster assessment tools, as well as supporting technical coordination of the disaster emergency coordination and operation centers. UNDP has also supported the government in evidence-based policy-making policies and processes by providing technical and financial support to the Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development for the publication of the Multidimensional Poverty Index Report, Poverty Status Report, and the Office of the President Apex Platform for study on the commercialization of agriculture. UNDP has empowered the youth through impactful initiatives such as the Youth for Business, Innovation and Entrepreneurship Facility, and several other significant initiatives in youth skilling and job creation through, among others, the establishment of the University Innovation Pod at Makerere University, refurbishment of the National Information, Communication and Technology Hub, the Kampala Business Incubation Hub, the Kampala Capital City Authority Employment Service Bureau, and the Kansanga One-Stop Skilling Center. UNDP's commitment to environmental sustainability is evident in its support towards restoring wetlands and preserving biodiversity. The solarization of health centers is yet another testimony to their dedication to fostering a transition to clean energy, promoting a healthier and more sustainable Uganda. In fostering effective, accountable and transparent institutions, UNDP has been a key partner. The establishment of e-courts is a tangible example for their support in ensuring access to justice and making legal processes more efficient, accessible and transparent for all. Conclusion. As we bid farewell to Elsie Attafuah, I want to recognize her exemplary leadership and dedication she has shown in fostering the strong partnership between the government of Uganda and UNDP. Her commitment to our nation's development is truly commendable, and we wish her continued success in her future endeavors. Let us reaffirm our commitment to the ideals for sustainable development and collaboration. The achievements we celebrate today are a testament to what can be accomplished when nations and organizations join hands for a common purpose. Together we shall continue to strive for a prosperous, inclusive and sustainable Uganda. That is the message from the Prime Minister. But what I want to say lastly, this is from me. Now that you were supporting us to take our businesses, our voices to Nigeria, now that you have gone to Nigeria, we have you as our first ambassador in Nigeria. You are the Uganda of Nigeria to help us. But at the same time, not only Nigeria, now that you are taking us to Ghana to do business, and Ghana is just the neighbor, we are now having Elsie, Attafuah, as our ambassador in the whole of that sub-region and the continent at large. So I want to say thank you. We continue to work with you wherever you are. And I want to say, as Office of the Prime Minister, I've come with a simple card made by children, because you have been able to work with them by working with their parents, making sure they have food sustainably, they have water sustainably, they have clean energy sustainably, and also making sure that our universities are so closely working with us in terms of policy. For God and my country.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for the Right Honourable Prime Minister.
So the card we have here has all the colors that you want to think of, whether political or natural, they are all in here, because it is from all of us. And the card is saying goodbye from all of us who are here and those who are not here. Can you clap for me? We'll miss you lots. And lots like Jerry talks. It has been hot most of the time, but you have been able to make it cool a bit by, in a while, a crocodile, because we have crocodiles here. And we are saying goodbye, sniff, 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 what wanna be you? And then we say, haven't you gone yet? Because you are part of us, you cannot go. Wish you well where you are going. Stay there, but make sure you come back to enjoy the beautiful country called Uganda. It won't be the same without you. And we are saying you, they are pointing at you here. And it is Nobert Mau's finger. Goodbye, we'll miss you lots. Thank you, Silent.
So the team came to unveil.
So we'll be here because the signage is below here, and we'll allow. But the very first item is to cut the ribbon. There you go. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And now we're Uganda's moment journey. This is really the story of 51 years of great partnership between the UNDP. Will signify the official launch of our coffee handbook. There you go. And then I'll ask our particular teams, the guys who create this, to come closer. We need to move it to the center for the photo. Immediately after the signatures. Yeah, so you will be here in front of us. Immediately they're done, we will. All right, thank you very much, Chief Guest.
So, Right Honourable Prime Minister, kindly lead us in unveiling this.
Five, 4.5. All right, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Powered by solar energy. If you find time to visit this model, you will notice that the entire roof of all the buildings has solar panels and is representative of the Smart Buildings campaign that the UN continues to promote.
noticed that they've provided parking for all the vehicles. Please look at the screen in front of you. If you can't see the model here, those are the images on the screen.
And the swimming pool. Yes. Yes.
Lovely colors. Very representative of the pearl of Africa. We appreciate the team, the project that has been built yesterday. We want to thank the Minister of Foreign Affairs for driving dinner, and please wait, stay seated until you've been ushered to the Southern Center. In the meantime, we'll ask those who are closer to the model to make their way and see the model. Our table here, the IRCU table, and our armed forces here can be the very first to, you can, after the chief guest, since you're next to the high table, you have the honor of being the very first. As we request Lorna, Magara at your table, if they can, to make their way to the model. Please feel free, come and admire the beautiful model. So ladies and gentlemen,